We're in. How are we doing, mate? Are we good?
Buddy, I'm good. COVID apart, I'm good.
Hey?
I got COVID at the moment. I just tested positive a few days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You feeling all right now?
My first time. I feel a bit yucky, but it's okay.
Yeah. Good, man. I'm also in with a coffee, just the black coffee today.
Yeah. Long black.
Because
like the whole time.
Mate, because you were the man. You were the man that introduced me to proper coffee, as it says.
Yeah.
So...
But here in the States, they don't call it long black.
No?
No, it's actually kind of, if you ask for a long black, it's not good.
Not good. And what do they call it there then?
Black
just
coffee.
Espresso? Oh, black coffee, yeah.
Just black coffee. And then some places they have the different name for the size.
Oh, yeah.
Like Venti, Grande. I never understand what I mean, but
I know, like you go in and you ask for a Venti and it comes out and it's like massive. You don't know what size you're getting, do you?
Yeah.
So let's roll back the clock a little bit then, mate. So how many years ago is it now since we were both in Oz? How many years?
Oh my God.
Is it been 5? 4?
Okay, man, probably 4.
I think 4 because I'm just trying to think. Yeah.
I've been here the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, in September gonna be 2 years when I left Australia.
Yeah.
And I think you left 2 years before me.
Yeah, you did another couple of years.
1 year and a half before me. So yeah, 3.5, 4.
Crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's like how fast it's gone.
Yes.
Do you miss it?
Yeah, a little bit, yes.
Yeah.
Do you?
I do. I miss certain aspects of it. I don't miss like the whole thing, but I definitely do miss obviously the weather and like the sort of quality of life as well.
Yeah, the quality of life, the weather, and all the wonderful places they have.
Yeah.
But then when I think properly, I think I'm missing just the good things.
Yeah.
And when you miss something, you don't think of the bad thing.
Exactly.
Because when I was there at the end, I was completely over. I say, wow, I just want to leave.
I remember when we were working together. So just for those, obviously there's going to be people listening to this. So me and Mirko, we worked for a company called Rick's, and we did like form working, things like that, concrete. So, but that was pretty mad. That was a bit of a mad time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool.
It was good, mate. It was really good. I did enjoy it. I thought it was pretty cool. I remember there was probably one day that I remember when we was in French's Forest. Am I right?
Fuck, that's fun.
Do you remember? And I remember it being that hot that they actually said like, that's enough, guys. Gotta go home. It was crazy.
The job French's Forest is, you remember when I shot my finger together with the
Oh, it was crazy, mate. We had some really good times, to be fair. Like I do miss like certain aspects. But I remember you sort of saying to me, you were like, I'm just done. Like you were just done with the whole thing, I think, weren't you?
Yeah.
So before you went to Australia, then where was you back home?
Before Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Italy.
In Italy. And
yeah.
So for the people listening, mate, whereabouts in Italy, up in the north?
I'm from the North Italy, like on the border with France and Switzerland, on the upper left side corner.
Of the boot, yeah.
Of the boots. And I probably spent all my life there. Because now it's been, I left Italy, I think 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 6 years ago. But before that, I spent just 3 months down in Sicily, so on the ball.
Yeah.
And then probably 1 year working in Venice.
Yeah.
But that's it. I did few trips in Europe, like Spain, France. But I never traveled anywhere. And then I just decided, fuck it, I'm going.
I went
all the way.
So what was the sort of like motivation to leave Italy? Was you just sort of like, I need to something new?
No, I wanted to learn English because I couldn't speak. Even if you remember when you started, my English was way behind compared to now.
Yeah, it's a lot better now, mate. It's really,
I'm
really
still
good.
learning.
We're all learning, mate. We're all learning. And what so there you went from, obviously you in Italy you were working farm working still?
Yeah, I was a supervisor in Italy as well,
Yeah.
doing the same. Maybe a bit harder, a bit bigger project, more complex project compared to Australia.
Yeah. Because just so for those like people may for those who are sort of wondering what we're talking about, it is like it was like form work, wasn't it? So like basically when you're building things like, you know, I suppose like hotels, car parks and things like that, it was all that sort of stuff, wasn't it? Like the steel that goes in that essentially. Yeah. And the ski resort you did as well?
Yeah, did that tunnel,
Yeah.
like all the tunnel from the scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
A lot
then
of
and then you went.
yeah, I went.
Do you miss home?
Yeah, now that's why the reason I left Australia also, because just visiting my family once a year is not enough for me.
No.
My family, my friend, I need more time with them. And so now I decided to move here to the US because at least it's a bit closer. If you need to go home 8 hours, you can be home.
Yeah.
From Australia, like, oh my God, this 2 years and a half ago, my grandmother passed away and I was in Australia.
Yeah.
And took me like 24 hours just to go for the funeral, spend there 3 days, and 24 hours back, I was just destroyed.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I need to move somewhere closer. Even if Australia is beautiful, it's amazing, but I just miss my family and my friend, everyone.
I think you've got to think as well, haven't you? Like we speak about how good the quality of life is in Australia, but then it is just that far out. Like you're gonna miss, you know, you've got to think like, I want to have both, but you can't always have.
But then also if you think, because in Europe, not just in Italy, I think is amazing. And I think I'd never been looking too much into it. But now I'm like, yo, I'm going anywhere in the world, but look how many amazing things we have at home.
You have loads.
And I never explored them.
Yeah.
But I think with Europe, we are so lucky because it's so close together. Like if I want to fly to you, it's 2 hour flight and I'm in London. If you compare Italy to London, there are two completely different places. You have different things to explore, you have different stuff to do. So now I'm regretting a little bit why I didn't explore Europe a little bit more. But I'm still on time.
Mate, you're still young enough, like, you know, years down the line, you may think, right, I'm gonna come a little bit closer to home. You can do,
but that's what basically the stuff I'm doing now here. I'm all working toward move close to home and then travel around and explore. Because so basically I don't know if when I told you, if I mentioned, I just got my helicopter license.
I was literally just about to say, I've seen, I honestly, like, I'm amazed. It's absolutely amazing, mate. Absolutely amazing. Because that was something you did sort of want to do before, didn't you? I remember.
Yeah, it was always in the back of my mind. But then I thought, because at home, I miss my friend, but where I'm from is like a tiny village. There is not much to do.
Yeah.
And one day I was reading this book, and basically the big question in the book was, what do you want to do when you grow up?
Yeah,
and
right.
I was like, what I want to do? And then at the same time, I was missing family, missing friends, and I say I should do something that I really enjoy to do, and I could do it closer to home, so I can enjoy my job and enjoy my family. And because I had this thing always in the back of my mind, and eventually I had, because it's very expensive, but eventually I had the opportunity between my saving and the money I make in Australia. I say, fuck it, let's give it a shot.
Absolutely, mate. 100%.
And I just went for it. The first attempt was to go to Canada. Right. But then COVID came and was a mess. And at the time in Australia, I used to live with Catherine.
Yeah.
Okay. From the States. So we decided, fuck it, let's go to the States.
Yeah.
And so she basically gave me the visa.
Nice.
So I was able to do my training in the States. It was a hell of a journey because, like I said, I did all my training in English.
Yeah, right.
It's not my first language. But man, the amount of shit you need to know to fly an helicopter is just insane.
Mate, it's honestly like, because I remember you saying to me before, you were saying about like potentially like flying planes or something like that. And you always said to me, whenever sometimes I would turn around to you and say, oh, do you know what? Like I might go do something. You'd be like, look, one life, like do it. And then like now you've turned around and said that, I'm like, well, that makes complete sense. You know, you've gone through with it.
But also because I remember when you were there, you didn't know what to do, and I was telling you, just go for it,
mate. You always.
Then after you, another guy from London came working with me. Yeah, Charlie. I can't remember where he's from London, but. And the same thing, he didn't know what to do with the sponsorship, no sponsorship. I say, man, just go do something because your life can change in one day.
Yeah.
And I say, if you meet a woman, your life can change tomorrow. And
exactly.
Say, oh, I don't know. And he ended up to go up in Queensland in a blueberry farm.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, wow.
And he met the daughter of the boss of the farm, and
right.
they've been together since then. They're like so in love, and he's so happy. He's still texting me, thank you so much for like.
Yeah, mate. It's, you know, sometimes you just need somebody to.
But that's why I thought I've been telling people do it, and what about me? And I said, okay, now it's time for me.
You always put your friends before yourself. I always noticed that. Like, you were always, like trying to help people. You would always do a lot for everybody.
Yeah, and then maybe holding back on myself, but now I just said no, fuck it, and I'm so happy I did it.
Good.
Now, obviously, the hardest part is done. No, it's not done because the full dream is to fly in Europe, but to do that, I still need to do 14 exams.
Right. Okay.
14 because 14? Europe has 14.
Wow.
Written and oral.
Oh my God. Wow. Yeah. Your English is going to improve drastically over that time, isn't it?
Yeah, but then if you also think it's like aviation English, you just need to know how to talk with them, like the radio communication and stuff.
Of course, yeah.
So there are so many people worse than me, but like next level.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. So once you've sort of, you know, is the dream to just continue to do that then now? Move with that?
Yeah, no, because I still want to travel a bit. Like I discovered Australia, I thought was amazing. But the world is huge. So I told myself, don't just focus in Sydney. Because like Sydney was amazing. Maybe there are places here in the US even Miami? Better.
You know?
Miami, to be honest, I went back to see my friend, but was good for party, but then outside the party life, there's not much. And I'm not even that kind of guy anymore. Yeah, of course, if I go out one night, I can just go crazy, but then I need to slow down.
Me too, mate. I mean, I'm 28 now, and honestly, like I feel like I've got the mind of a 50-year-old. Like I'm just not. I don't go out anymore. Like I don't mind that because I prefer to do other things like walk the dog, like go for a coffee, like, you know, go to the gym, like do these sort of things instead of like feeling so sorry for myself the next day.
Yeah, same here. Same thing.
It's but when you was in Miami before Australia, wasn't you? You spent time there.
Yeah, just 3 months.
Yeah.
Because my friend, they said, "Oh yeah, come here, you can learn English in 3 months." Yeah.
All right.
I didn't learn one word.
You spoke Spanish most of the time, did you?
Yeah, I learned Spanish in 3 months because it's very similar to Italian.
Yeah, wow.
And but yeah, so now I finished the training. I'm hoping to find a job. That's the harder part, to find a job, because the first 500 hour is like, no, not even 500. 500,000 hour is the first two targets. Once you're above 1,000 hour, you can find job tomorrow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's a big demand, especially like in air ambulance and stuff.
Oh yeah, cool. Of course. I mean, I suppose the options are endless, aren't they? Really, you can do so many different things.
Yeah, and they're really looking for pilot.
Yeah.
And so I think I did this at the right time. But now the hardest part gonna be to build the first 1,000 hour.
Yeah, right.
But because here we have more opportunity than, especially in Italy, I decided, okay, I like to travel, so let's try to make the first 1,000 hour here.
Yeah.
And in the meanwhile, I do those 14 exams. So maybe in a couple of years, I can have more than 1,000 hour and the European license.
Yeah.
So I can do both, and I can
go. Yeah.
Just fly back at home is my biggest dream. Like just go
that would
above
be
home. Yeah,
amazing to be able to
all the mountain I used to climb when I was young. That would be just
unreal, mate. That would be. What's the furthest you've flown now then? So how do you have you flown?
I did quite a big trip, if you think compared to Europe, because here the United States are so spread out.
Yeah.
And for the requirements, you need to do it's called cross country.
Right.
When you fly more than 25 nautical mile and you stop to another airport. And I had to do a few cross country. And once we went up to Georgia, so it was like 3-hour fly each way. And you fly 90 knots, so it's about 20, it's like 270 nautical mile.
Oh wow! Yeah,
that's the further I went.
So whereabouts are you right now? Where are you living?
So now I'm living in Orlando, Florida, because where I did my training was basically Orlando. It's a bit in the middle. I did my training on the coast.
Right. Okay.
But was is a village with nothing. So we decided, okay, let's move at least close to the city. Yeah. So we have a better life. And I had just to drive 30 minutes every day.
Oh, it's not too bad.
No, it wasn't bad. Wasn't bad until the gas went up at the roof.
The what?
Because the gas, the petrol, how you call it in the UK?
Oh God, yeah. Sorry, the petrol, mate. Yes, I completely.
Yeah, the petrol.
Oh my God, yeah. There's been such inflations, hasn't there? Like fuel, loads of things, hasn't it? Really. What's the weather for you now then? What's the forecast?
No, here is summer. But in Florida, it's very, very hot.
Yeah. Oh wow. What you got there?
Oh, it's Catherine. She's coming in, but she doesn't want to show.
Oh, no worries, Catherine. No worries.
She's crawling in the floor.
I thought it was like I thought there was a little dog down there or something.
No.
No. Have you got any pets? No.
No, I don't. I would love to, but because I'm traveling so much, I just don't wanna give them hard time.
Yeah, of course. You what would you say? What would you say you miss most about Bondi? What would you say you miss the most?
But probably just because I used to live just on top.
Yeah.
And my favorite thing was just wake up early in the morning, go down for a walk.
Yeah.
And go for a swim. But not even go for a swim, because sometimes the ocean was so bad. I didn't even swim.
Yeah, it's cool.
Just go there near the water, listen to the ocean.
It's so nice, so nice. Are you still doing your like Pilates or anything like that now, or no?
But now I just went straight in to lifting, just to the gym, lifting.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But since when I moved here, because I was always alone, I didn't know anyone, and here in the state, they don't do. I try a few other things, but nothing interesting, so I just started lifting.
Yeah, nice. Yeah,
I kind of like it by myself.
Yeah.
And then I just look up on, because now on the internet you can find a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So I just look up. Sometimes I make my own program. Sometimes maybe I ask to somebody else to make me a program.
Give that a shot.
And I kept going like this, I think the last 2 years.
Nice.
I'm quite happy. Put on a bit of size.
Yeah, good. You like you have actually. Yeah, it's good. Good. I did see I saw a recent post of yours. Did you bump into Sebum?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because he lives in Florida too.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Was it at the Revive gym? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And basically, from Orlando to Miami is 3 hours by car.
Yeah.
I was driving down to meeting my friend for the weekend, and I said, "Let's stop and train there."
Yeah.
And I was at the end of my training. He just popped in, and because I start basically working out at the gym because I was watching his video and stuff.
Yeah.
And for 1 year, I signed up to his app, and basically you have training program every day.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
It was pretty cool. It was like $8 a month, nothing too crazy.
Not too bad.
And then I bought a few t-shirts. So the day I put that t-shirt, and he came in, I had a new t-shirt.
No way.
He said, I like your t-shirt. I said, yeah, I know. I know the man who made them. He's a cool guy. And he said, yeah, I think I know him. And then I just said, can we take a picture? He said, yeah, of course.
He's for those listening who don't know who Sebum is, so Chris Bumstead, he's like Mr. Olympia, is he? Bodybuilding?
Yeah, three times.
3 times. Yeah. So that's pretty impressive just to be in there. And then is he a big guy?
Yeah, he's quite big.
Yeah.
But then he's so young, like I think he's 28 years old.
Yeah.
And he already won 3 Mr. Olympia. Now he has the business, like the supplement company. So he's
doing well.
Yeah, he's doing very well.
So what would, I mean, you were always one for giving me advice. So like, what would you kind of say to, let's say there's somebody listening to this now who was in a similar situation to what you was in when you was in Italy, like what would you say to them? Like,
just go for it.
If they were thinking, I don't know if I can afford it. I don't know if I can go abroad. Like, what? Yeah.
I mean, unless it's something, I want to throw myself from a skyscraper and see if I make it down. Maybe don't do that.
Yeah.
But if it's something that you really want to do and you think could change your life in a better way, just do it. And even if it doesn't change it in a better way, gonna change you anyway. You're gonna learn. Because like for me now, I did it, but I still don't know if I can find a job.
Yeah.
Is the other day, because you remember you asked me for the meeting.
Yeah.
Basically, I did this crazy thing because I finished my training with 150 fly hour.
Yeah.
And it's very good because normally people does it in 200, 250.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my trainer told me he never had a student with such a low amount of hour.
Oh, wow. That's really
And so it's good, but doesn't look good because look like you don't have a lot of hour.
I understand. Yeah.
And now it's all based on hours.
Right. Okay.
And the other day there was a job opportunity as a co-pilot in Oregon.
Yeah.
And that company is like my dream company. They fly those helicopters with a double blade.
Yeah.
And they do firefighting. And
what?
Yeah. And they don't require a lot of hours because the co-pilot basically doesn't fly. It's just there just in case.
Yeah.
And so I said to myself, I need to go because I've been looking to this company from years and years.
Yeah.
And even my trainer told me, look, they asked for 500 hours, but you don't need to have 500 hours to be a co-pilot.
Yeah, of course.
And so I thought, okay, maybe they see me, they see I'm professional, I don't know. And then if you talk a bit with me, with all my experience, I'm not just a kid out of the helicopter school. I've done my shit, and I think I can be really helpful. And so I said to myself, fuck it, I'm just gonna go to Oregon. So I booked the flight. I booked the flight on Sunday. I took off on Tuesday, and basically I crossed the whole United States.
What?
Just to give them my CV.
Whoa. That is,
but wait, because as soon as I went through security, they canceled my flight.
Oh.
And then 10 minutes later, they rescheduled the flight, but instead to do it in 6 hours, they made me to go to Atlanta, then to JFK, and then to Oregon. Became like a 9-hour flight.
Did you do it?
And then I went there, and was midnight. I booked the car, but was too late for the booking, so I had to take a taxi, go to the hotel the day after, go back to the airport, take the car,
whoa. Yeah.
Go drive all the way to this company, and then basically there was nobody there for recruitment.
Oh, right.
And I just spoke with a young guy, but he said, no, because we go by the book, minimum is 500 hours. And he said, how many hours you have? I said, not enough.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I started talking to him, but I said, I know some people working for you with less than 500 hours. Yeah, I know, but I'm not a pilot. And I know at the moment we just asked for 500. I say, yeah, okay, man, can you just keep this?
In case.
And put it on the desk. So if you need someone, just give me a call.
Whoa.
So they have my CV now, but basically, I did 2-day traveling just for that.
Alone?
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, wow. Yeah, well, I mean, at least that may be something that in the future, something might happen.
And then in the future, because basically the sad side of being a co-pilot, you don't get paid a lot.
Yeah.
And you don't fly because the pilots fly.
Of course, yeah.
You are just there.
In case.
Supervising, helping with radio and stuff. But I don't care. I want to do it. I want to be a co-pilot of those big helicopters and do firefighting and stuff. So as soon as I get to my 500 hours, I go back up. I don't care.
Yeah. Absolutely, mate. And you will doing that is not something that many people would do. So the fact that you've actually done that, did you tell him that as well? Did you say I've literally
No. I was hoping he had a look, because on my CV, on my resume, I put my address.
Yeah.
And there is Orlando, Florida. And now I'm in Oregon. Which state is Oregon?
Oregon is the state.
Oregon is the state. I was in Portland, Oregon.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So it's
crazy.
But yeah, something will come out. Now just 1.5 hours from home.
Yeah.
A company is looking for low-hour pilots. Again, They don't pay a lot. So now I'm hoping in that one to put my foot into the door and start building up some hours.
Yeah.
Because it's very, very expensive. And I mean, a lot of people, there is a guy with us training at school.
Yeah.
Mom and dad, they're paying for their training, and it's cool.
Yeah.
But for me, I have just a certain amount of saving, and I've already been digging a lot, so I don't want to dig anymore.
Nah, it happens, mate, doesn't it? It doesn't. Yeah. Once you start, I mean, you can. Did you manage to save quite a lot when you were back in Australia then?
Yeah, I did quite a bit there. Then I had some saving at home.
Yeah.
But still, because I started working when I was 16.
Yeah, of course.
And now I spent the last basically 2 years not having a salary. doesn't feel good.
Yeah, I know. It's that sense of security, isn't it? I suppose that salary, at least you know something's coming in.
Yeah, but also because I want a pair of shoes. I used to go and buy the shoes.
Yeah.
And now I like, no,
you've got a
I
shoes
don't
obsession.
But no, just in general, or even clothes. I wanted to go out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's the thing, isn't it? Like I think I remember when I was like backpacking around like Bali and stuff like that, and like you in your head, you know, you've just got this set amount, and you're like, you've got to just literally prioritize it where you can to make sure that it does get you by. But you know, it will be worth it, mate, in the end, won't it?
Yeah, I know.
It will be worth it. It will be worth it. So have you got any holidays planned now then, mate? What's the plan with you right now in terms of like outside of work?
I don't know, because if I find a job as a second in command, like co-pilot, a lot of those company, because there is the firefighting season, they do like 14-day on and 14-day off.
Yeah.
And if I do something like that, I might go work 14-day, and then when I'm back, just go for a quick stop back to Italy, just say hi to my family, and then maybe later on when the season is done, maybe just go 1 month to Italy or as much as I can. Or if I find the job near home, it's a full-time job. So if I can get into that one, I just might go for it.
Yeah.
And then when I get maybe to 500 hours, I just take a longer holiday. I don't know. It's just.
I think the options are endless for you, mate, aren't they? I mean, you've got plenty of options. You can be anywhere in the world.
No, obviously, I would like to go home, see my family. But on the other hand, I would like to start working again. So now I just. Yeah. I live the day
by day.
Yeah, whatever happens, gonna be good.
Absolutely, mate. It's a great way to think. When did you last go home?
The last year in September.
Oh, last year, yeah.
Yeah, because I had a wedding. My friend got married. Then my niece's birthday was.
I remember your sister having the baby then. Yeah.
Yeah, and September.
Oh wow. Good stuff.
What about you? Where are you going on holiday?
We've got no holidays, mate, at the minute. We may get one, maybe like some winter holidays, so maybe like January time we might look at going. But funny thing, we're actually looking at doing Italy for my 30th, which is next year. So we're gonna hopefully do the Amalfi Coast, jump on there, spend a week down in like Sorrento, somewhere like that.
That's cool.
It looks, honestly, we were supposed to do it a couple of years ago, and then obviously COVID hit, and we just never ended up getting around to doing it. So that is, I mean, like you said, I've done quite a bit of like, you know, we've done Australia. Like, I've not done enough of Europe. I've not.
Yeah, I know. And it's so I was watching some video of helicopter, and they were flying above Austria, and I'm that's just 1 hour from me, and I never been, and it looks like amazing.
Yeah. It's crazy. Europe's a beautiful place, but like we just always assume that we need to go far and wide to get the better life, and there's so much going on, mate. So much going on.
Everything is just there.
Yeah, I mean Italy as well. You've got
but even France. I've been watching on Netflix. Emily in Paris.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
Emily in Paris.
Yeah,
and obviously it's based in Paris, and they're just filming around Paris. Looks amazing.
Yeah, right.
And I know there is this fight between Italian and French, but who cares? To be honest, it's amazing. France.
Yeah, who cares? Yeah, absolutely.
In Spain, there are so many beautiful places.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you been to Spain? Yeah, you have been to Spain, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been to Barcelona. I've been down to Malaga. Malaga is so good.
Nice.
Malaga, Tarifa, where you can see Africa, but down there is just wild, amazing.
Yeah, that's good, mate. It's good. I mean, you know, you need a bit of a holiday here and there, don't you? So I think it's pretty important. Are you still in touch with anybody then from Bushy?
I texted him. Sometimes we just send a message to each other, but
now and again.
When I put the story that I got the license, he texted me, congratulated me.
Yeah.
And he also, because I mentioned to him, I really want to do this, I really want to do this. And now when he texted me, he said, Jesus, you did it.
Yeah. You said you did what you were going to do, mate, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Is he still there now? Is he still in Oz?
I think he was in Europe. I think he was in holiday with the girlfriend.
I saw that. Yeah. Oh, cool.
And now, I don't know.
Yeah.
But he left Rick's.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, before me.
Oh, wow. I never knew that.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, so basically he left. He wanted to travel like 6 months, go to Thailand, then to England and stuff. But the first week in Thailand, he broke his foot.
Oh.
But very, very badly.
Yeah.
Then he went back to Australia, did all the rehab there. And then, I mean, his plan was to open his own business after the travel.
Oh, right, yeah.
But then obviously, because he never traveled and he had to spend a lot of money just to stay at home and go to physio and stuff. So after he started work again in rigs, but as a contractor.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, wow.
Like independent, yeah. That's the last time we spoke. And like he was taking those jobs. Like there is a job to do up on the coast, maybe stay there for a few months. So he was taking the job, work as much as he want.
Yeah.
And then maybe off again.
All right, cool.
But he was happy, so.
Yeah, that's the main thing, mate. It's happy. I've got a bit of a closing question for you, mate. So if you were to, like when we talk about like happiness and things like that, what would you say is your ultimate happiness? Like what do you think? What is your definition?
I don't know. There is no definition.
Yeah?
I don't know. It's a tough question.
It's a big question. I think there's lots of things to come off it. Obviously, I know it's very dependent on the individual and what gets them what they value, I guess.
Yeah.
Would you?
Maybe for me right now, I think probably it's just family and friends.
Yeah.
Because I've been thinking a lot, and especially also here in the US, everyone is like money. They just think about money, success, and stuff.
Yeah.
And they want everyone to think like that because
hustle, grind.
Yeah, it's just everyone is like that, but to me it's like no.
Yeah.
I don't care. I would rather be without money but stay closer to my family and friends.
100%, mate.
And I think even I don't know. But yeah, for me personally, happiness at the moment is like family and friend. Then maybe when I'm at home after 1 month or 2 months, I'm more with my friend and my family, happiness is something else. But like
I think it is the reason I ask, mate, is because I know that it's very dependent on the individual and happiness does change, doesn't it? Like what makes you happy today might not make you happy tomorrow and things like that. But yeah, it's just a pretty big question, mate. But I think you answered it very well. Yeah. Do you have any plans for the remainder of your day? What time are you on now? There.
Here it's just 8 a.m. No.
Oh, is it really? Oh, wow. Yeah.
But now I'm not in Orlando. I'm up in upstate New York.
Yeah,
because Catherine's mom is from here, so we came up to visit.
Yeah, cool.
And I didn't know I had COVID, but then I was feeling a bit sick. I did the test. I'm positive. So now it's a bit weird, but we live like upstairs. The mom lives downstairs.
Okay, yeah.
And like yesterday, she had to do some job to the driveway, so I did those jobs. And then today I need to just fix few things, so I keep myself busy.
Yeah.
And then what else should I do? Yeah, let's see. I know I decided I'm gonna take the whole week off from the gym, even if I feel better. I just don't want to go there and spread COVID like a bastard.
It's not the best idea. It's not the best idea, and especially like you won't recover as well and things like that.
But yeah.
So there's a few.
And then we're gonna stay here until Friday, and then Friday back to Orlando.
Nice. Good stuff, mate. Sounds pretty good.
Here at least it's a bit cooler, because down in Florida now it's like 4. You wake up in the morning, it's 27.
Yeah.
And so 27 at 5 a.m. I go out for a walk.
That is hot.
But then as soon as the sun goes up, you cannot breathe.
Yeah, really? Is it like really, is it like a dry heat, or is it like?
No, it's very, very humid. It's
God, yeah, wow.
And then when you have to fly in the airport, because the airport is all asphalt, and you need to sit there in the aircraft, you have to do the pre-takeoff and the post-landing. You're just there in the aircraft melting.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. As long as you're having a good time, that's the most important thing. But
you need to come visit so I can. You need to come visit so I can take you up for a ride.
Oh, absolutely, mate. Honestly, that would be amazing. Like, yeah.
Have you ever been?
Nah, never. Nah. So
you will.
Something absolutely, mate. We'll I will see what we can do, and we'll get something sorted. I'm sure. Which will be pretty cool. But I think that's a great way to round off the conversation, mate. Really, really, really good. Yep. Thank you for coming on, mate, as well, by the way. Like, we've been trying to get this sorted for a little bit, but it's hard, isn't it, when you're both busy and stuff like that, and it's hard to get it in.
It was a good chat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do the episode 2.
Mate, there'll be a Mirko Caproni 2.0 coming. Maybe the next time we do it face to face in the US.
Or in the UK, because I still need. I never went to the UK.
Of course.
Never.
Well, there we go, mate. We'll get a deal in. I'll come the US, you come the UK, and then we'll go from there.
Let's do it.
That sounds good, mate. Well, thank you very much for coming on, Mirko. I really do appreciate it, mate. I do wish you all the very best. And ciao for now, mate.
Ciao.
Ciao.